Gahey and Associates, attorneys and counselors at law. For all of your immigration matters, call 1-877-GAHEY-LAW for a free personal consultation. 1-877-GAHEY-LAW.
Hello viewers, this is attorney Naresh Gahey and some breaking news from the world of immigration. The good news is that the Defense of Marriage Act has been repealed by the Supreme Court of the United States. Now, what is the Defense of Marriage Act? Under DOMA, if you are a member of the same sex, you are not allowed to get married and get immigration benefits. For example, if you're a man, and if you get married to another man and apply for a green card, you are not allowed to get a green card in this country because the law did not recognize the marriage between one man and another man. Likewise, if you are a woman and if you get married to another woman and then if you applied for immigration benefits, you are not allowed to get your permanent residence / your green card in the United States. Why? Because the controlling law on the point was the Defense of Marriage Act. In the recent 5-4 decision, the Supreme Court has said that DOMA is invalid, which means that couples of the same sex, which means lesbians and gays, can now get married and be entitled to benefits in the same way like ordinary couples. Ordinary couples means people who belong to a different sex. For example, it's very well established that a man can get married to a woman and apply for his green card. But in the past, when a man would get married to another man and apply for the green card, immigration used to deny those applications because same-sex marriages were not allowed under immigration law. Likewise, if a woman gets married to another woman and if she applies for immigration benefits, the problem was that immigration would not entitle the foreign spouse for her green card / permanent residence because of DOMA, which means the Defense of Marriage Act. So the Supreme Court has said that this law is invalid at this time. So therefore, couples of the same sex can now get married. What does this mean for people who are seeking immigration benefits and who are lesbians and gays? In the words of Naresh Gahey, this is fantastic news for you guys. Which means that right now, for example, if you are an American citizen and you are married to someone here who is a foreigner, for example, if she's an alien under immigration law, and if he or she is illegal or even legal on a student visa or something else, you can get married to her and you should be eligible very soon to apply for immigration benefits. Now, this is fantastic. Let's take an example of someone who's living here with his or her, with your partner. Like John is living with his friend whose name is Steve. And if they both are living together right now, and for the longest time, John, who's an American citizen, has been very much worried about Steve, who came to this country on a visit visa, and Steve is illegal here. Now, John is very happy because he can get married in New York with Steve and apply for his immigration benefits in the United States if he is eligible for adjustment of status under Section 245 of the Immigration and Nationality Act. So the good news is that now this is a time, if you're a lesbian or a gay, and if your partner is illegal or is on a legal visa in the United States and does not have a green card / permanent residence in the United States, this is a great way for you to petition him for a green card in the United States. Now, the other good part is that sometimes you're a lesbian or a gay, and you have somebody who's in the UK right now. The good news is that you'll also be allowed to call your friend whom you intend to get married to, means your fiancé, to the United States on a fiancé visa. Which means if you have a boyfriend or if you have a girlfriend and she's desperately waiting to come to the United States to get married to you and establish a life together, the good news is that you can petition him or her for a fiancé visa if you intend to get married within 90 days of the person's arrival in the United States. This is a groundbreaking decision by the Supreme Court, and hats off to the Supreme Court for considering the fact that people should be having the freedom to live the life they want in this great nation. The other good thing is that let's take a simple example which I just read something recently online about a case, is that there was a couple actually, and this foreign spouse was before an immigration judge in deportation proceedings. And in the past, DOMA was not recognized, Defense of Marriage Act was not recognized. So after the Supreme Court ruled on the decision, the judge could not deport the person and said, well, you can now qualify by applying for your same-sex partner for a green card. So the question is that this is excellent for people. So we are going to take some examples how this particular law can be helpful to a lot of people who view our program regularly. The very first thing is that under DOMA, suppose right now, if you're illegal and if you are in love with a person of the same sex, the good news is that even he can petition you for permanent residence in this country. So that's one way to look at it. If you are a woman and if you're in love with another woman and you've been loving her for many years, and even if she's in the United States or outside the United States, and if you intend to establish a life together, and if you intend to marry her, the good news is that she can now come to the United States. So this is the good part of DOMA, and it's going to really help a lot of people who has been desperately waiting for the law to have actually been passed. So since DOMA has now been reversed by the Supreme Court, so the good news is that this can have this can actually be a fantastic opportunity for people who have been waiting over the years to be united with their spouses, and especially when they belong to the same sex group. So we have been helping a lot of people who are lesbians and gays who have encountered such situations. And if you are in this particular situation, you can call us at 718-263-5999 for a free initial personal consultation. And the instant program constitutes an attorney advertisement under the laws of the state of New York. And before I go, I'm going to answer a few questions for our viewers on the Defense of Marriage Act and how can it help you. And I'm going to talk a lot about marriage-based immigration cases. The first question was that, Mr. Gehi, my girlfriend is from a foreign country. She came with a visitor's visa. She's a European, so she did not need a visa. So she came under the visa waiver pilot program. And we both love each other very much. And we both belong to the same sex. Can I start getting the paperwork together and and start the petition process at this time, yes, it is a good time for you to see an attorney and get the paperwork rolling, because if you've been waiting for this law, the good news is that sooner or later you will see results and you may be able to settle in the United States with your partner of the same sex. Second question was from someone who said that, Mr. Gehi, I'm a foreign national and I am in deportation right now. I am very much in love with another man and we want to get married and we belong to the same sex. The answer is that if you are in proceedings and if you came with a proper visa, like a visitor's visa or so, and if you get married to him, you can, yes, you can request the judge to administratively close your deportation case and allow you the opportunity to actually apply for adjustment of status in the United States. So if we have a special request for people who are considering to apply for partners of the same sex, if you have any questions with respect to DOMA, or if you're a lesbian or a gay, we would be glad to help you with your immigration matter. This is Attorney Gehi from Gehi & Associates. And if you have any further questions, call us at 718-263-5999. Once again, the instant program constitutes an attorney advertisement under the laws of the state of New York. We'll be back again with our viewers with some more interesting news from the world of law. Keep watching this program, brought to you by Gehi & Associates.
Gehi & Associates, attorneys and counselors at law. For all of your immigration matters, call 1-877-GEHI-LAW for a free personal consultation. 1-877-GEHI-LAW. Gehi & Associates, attorneys and counselors at law. For all of your immigration matters, call 1-877-GEHI-LAW for a free personal consultation. 1-877-GEHI-LAW.